Hey guys, it's Austin with Austin's Car Scene, and today I have a really interesting video for you today. Today we have the 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E GT Performance X. Now, this vehicle is, if you haven't heard of it already, is the electric Mustang that made headlines a few years ago for being a SUV that's a Mustang. And on top of that, this is also Ford's answer to the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy this walk around tour. All right, guys, so as always, starting off outside with the styling, and especially the front end styling on this one. Now, this being the electric SUV version of the Mustang, taking that into account, this looks exactly what you would expect. It's the Mustang-shaped headlights with the very aggressive hips and hood, sculpting it to make it more muscular and more sporty. But you've also got the huge imprint of a grille, but not an actual grille, because of course this is an electric vehicle. It doesn't need that air cooling, but also the nice big Mustang badge. You'll notice a camera right above that for our 360 camera. There is parking sensors and a radar sensor right down below in that center area though. Looking at our wheel and tire setup on here, these are some Pirelli P0. As far as sizing goes, we have 245 45 R20s. So those are 20-inch rims there, and they are really cool designed. They may be a little busy for some people's liking. However, for me, I think they're just fine. And then you have large Brembos on here because this is the Mach-E Performance. And you'll notice the E4 letting you know that this is a four-wheel drive electric vehicle, as well as the X, just for that extra sporty crossoverness of this vehicle. One interesting design feature, you'll look at this vehicle and subconsciously think something's missing. Well, it's the door handles. And this vehicle has a very interesting design because it's the first vehicle to go to full electronic door handles, which is kind of an interesting move on Ford's part, but it's pretty cool from a day-to-day use perspective. Another camera for part of that 360 cam right here on the mirror, along with the LED turn indicator. Moving around the back three-quarter view, you can see we got the same wheel and tire setup back here at the rear. They're not staggered, which is nice, like some other high-end performance vehicles. You'll notice the diffuser along the bottom with a light. There is ultrasonic sensors there, as well as your nice LED taillights. These are the expected Ford taillights, specifically Mustang taillights, because they're three-spoke and they are sequential when you put your turn signals on. Another camera right here. Honestly, with this rear design, this almost looks like one of the Audi SUVs where the back is sloped off. Same with like maybe an X4 in the BMW lineup. Just a very sloped, gradual roof line, somewhere between a car but not quite fully a normal SUV like you expect. Just an interesting design there. Of course, this is a power lift gate, if I can figure out how to operate it. There we go. LED lights right there along the bottom, along with the button to open right there in the middle, and then the button to close right there. It's interesting that they made this design move because they almost could have just made it one button. You do have a handle here for the manual options. There is a sun visor right there that you can take out. It does encroach a little bit, but it's soft, so I think if you had stuff back here, it'd probably just move out of the way. You do have your rubber floor mats back here. There's a 12-volt, as well as a grocery bag hook, a little light with your Mustang logo right in the middle of it. Underneath this floor, there's a rubber mat. We have a fix-a-flat kit for any tire issues and also a charging kit for at home. So you can charge this vehicle with just a regular 120 outlet. You can also have an electrician come to your house and wire in a larger plug. While we're here, I'll go over the window sticker quickly with you guys. You can see we do have Mustang Mach-E GTE all-wheel drive, 5-passenger, telling you a 91 kilowatt-hour battery, space white metallic exterior, perforated gray, Active X, basically they're synthetic leather. As far as standard equipment, it's all right here. Feel free to pause it anytime to check it out. And as far as optional equipment, that all is right here. So you can see those tires are a part of the 91 kilowatt battery package. And then of course coming over to pricing, and a grand total of $72,095. As far as your EV efficiency, you can check out right there. Biggest thing to know here is driving range. EPA says you'll get 260 miles, plus or minus some error based on weather and speed. And then safety ratings, there's a few of them, but not a lot. So let's go around the exterior one more time. And you can see the two-tone with the black roof looks really, really good. There is our charge port right there on the front quarter panel. Full LED headlights, of course, LED taillights. You already saw the parking sensors, the 360 cam, making this vehicle extremely maneuverable in a parking lot type situation. So yeah, let's hop in these rear seats. You push the button, and it pops out for you. So interesting design there. You don't actually have a handle to pull. I'm interested to see how that works in a potential icy situation where the whole door could be iced over. Looking at the rear door panel, you can see we do have multiple materials going on here. Leather at the top, a soft felt in the middle, some textured kind of soft. It looks like plastic, feels like plastic, but it's almost softer than plastic. And then this is actually a speaker grill. You don't realize it till you touch it, but yeah, that's a speaker grill. And then door handle for the inside right there, along with your power window. A little bit of storage along the bottom. As far as climbing inside, these seats do have a really cool texture to them. They look really, really good. Have a lot of usability to them. You do, of course, have air vents and USB in this rear, along with a flat floor, which is a really nice, unique feature of the EVs. If you look at these seats, though, those front seats are the sportier seats. They do take up a little bit more room than a regular seat, but they look really cool as well. Climbing inside here, there is a flip-down armrest and 2 cup holders there. Like I said, good size armrest, headrest, seat belt, of course, for that seat. And if you haven't taken an opportunity and looked at the roof in this vehicle yet, it is really, really cool the way that it's a fully glass tinted roof. There is no shade on it. I think they do sell a optional stick cup shade, but you can also tint it darker if you'd like. There's a few options as far as that goes for letting less sun in. But you can see there's your view of your front up there. We'll go up there next and turn on some screens so you guys can see what the technology suite is like in here. But as far as latch points for car seats and these back seats, fairly easy to get to. They do have slots that open up, just making it nice and accessible. You may have a difficult time fitting a seat in this room, depending on the type of seat you have, but I think booster seats will be all right. And we'll just come around to the driver's door. This does, of course, have blind spot monitoring, as well as black mirror caps with that LED indicator. You do have the Ford door key code right there. Opening the door up nice and easy. Same type of design we saw on the rear doors with the leather at top, felt in the middle, that really cool soft plastic here. This does have memory seats on it, as well as that speaker grill. Here, they give you a logo letting you know it's a speaker grill, and then more storage down below. We do have a GT badge as we come into this transom, and one thing I wanted to point out, they put the batteries at the bottom, and you don't really notice it except for this one spot where this transom is just absurdly thick. I'll pop this real quick while we're here, that way we can go check that out when we're done inside. But as far as this interior, this is a really beautiful interior. We've got a lot of displays. We'll turn it on for you. Put on the brake, push the start button. And everything's starting to come to life now. It does tell us that our frunk is ajar. We're also going to get some seatbelt warnings. But you can see that they have this really cool center display where it says ground speed, as well as our shifter information. Let's see, I wonder if we really don't have a lot to scroll through on this screen. If you look at the steering wheel, there's very few buttons to control this screen. Most of this on the left side is your cruise control and safety. On the right side is all your radio and phone stuff. There's really not a whole lot other than what's on the screen, but it is very simple, very easy to read. See your range in miles and percentage. You can see your direction, little light for the frunk. Of course, the ready, letting you know that this vehicle is ready, because keep in mind with an electric vehicle, if you've never been in one, when you hit the start button, it's hard to tell if the vehicle is on. So 2 things will indicate that this vehicle is on and ready for driving. One is this green ready light. The other one is the green light on the start button. So you've got some indicators letting you know that this vehicle is ready to drive. This here is actually a sensor that watches your eyes while you drive, just letting you know, hey, keep your eyes on the road. Over here on the left is our buttons for our lights, as well as trunk, and then there's even a max defrost button right there in case the windshield is too icy. Looking at the center screen, this is the new Sync 4 UI. Under entertainment, we do have games in this vehicle that kids and adults alike seem to love, as well as the YouTube app, NBC, both news and today. Yeah, a lot of really cool stuff inside this display. Of course, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. One of my favorite features happens to be the digital owner's manual. You can click that, you can use a search bar, and you can search whatever you have questions on the vehicle, whether it be airbags, seat belts, backup sensors, whatever you'd like. You can type it right into here, and it'll even play videos. You can do visual search, as well as you can mark bookmarks in your virtual owner's manual. Down here, you have your heated seats, as well as heated steering wheel. This one does have an automatic option for your heated seats, which is really neat. Of course, that heated steering wheel, fan. Really cool how they did the design on here. I love the detail and everything, like that centerpiece spinning. Really nice screen. Super easy to pull up the 360 cam whenever you'd like. You can change the angles and modes on this as well. Just a Overall, really good display, really good technology, seems to be very snappy, very quick, does everything you expect it to do, and then some more. Really cool design here on the dash with all of these different textures and materials. I love what Ford did with this vehicle. I think this is a great answer to the Tesla twins because it is a truly American electrified SUV car that you can enjoy. Wireless charger down here, 2 cup holders. The center stock looks like this. This is your shifter. Of course, regular, reverse, neutral drive. And then there's a low range, which I guess will just gear it down a little bit lower for you. Parking assist in this one, hazards, your electronic parking brake. Of course, GT embossed right in the middle there. This lifts up, this slides back. You've got some storage in there. You could probably fit a purse, maybe diaper bag, something smaller in there. 12-volt plug in there. A floating bridge console right up here in the front so you can stash some smaller stuff down there. USB ports up in the front. Air vents tucked all on this dash with another reminder that you have the B&O sound system in here. Up top, HomeLink garage door opener, mirror with light, a business card holder. That's the best feature of this car, by the way, in case you weren't aware. Sunglass holder up here, second best feature. And then, of course, all your lights for the interior can be turned on with a quick button, or you can adjust them with the door. Just up to you. Let's go outside and check out that Frunk next. All right, so coming up to the Frunk. Now, it's a double pull, so we don't have to worry about a button when we get up here. It is hydraulically assisted. Good sized little Frunk here. You could probably put a few grocery bags, maybe a roadside kit, some camping stuff, whatever you may have. You do have some cup holder cutouts. We do have a little light in here. We do have a button here to get out if somehow you do have a person small enough to fit in here. We do have our wiper fluid right here, and that's about it. A lot of people will ask a lot of questions about maintenance on an electric vehicle. The great news is it sounds like what you would expect. And what I mean by that is, of course, charge the thing. Of course, change your tires. Of course, put pads on the friction brakes when they do come up. But when it comes to oil changes and regular maintenance, you don't need to worry about it. There's an air filter for the HVAC, washer fluid under here. But as far as oil changes, fuel filters, you don't have to worry about any of that. So many less moving parts on these vehicles. And one of the big parts that I love about EVs, at least in the US, is that the federal government wants you to be protected. So they require all these EV manufacturers to at least give you an 8-year, 100,000 mile electric component warranty. So what that means is 8 years or 100,000 miles from the original purchase, you will be covered on your batteries, electric controllers, motors, everything related with that. My apologies for not going over this. This is the charger. This is the standard port for now. They are going to be changing that here shortly. However, there are quick adapters that you can buy that will kind of fix that problem. And if you're curious about how the whole charging world works, I have a separate video on that. I'll put a link up in the corner so you guys can check that out. But I have a whole video on EV ownership and what to expect, what you may run into, what you might not expect. And if you guys are enjoying the channel, make sure that you're liking all my videos, subscribing, turning the notification bell on, and commenting down below, letting me know what you guys want to see next. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're enjoying the channel. Have a great day.